Hey everyone, and welcome to Vlogmas Day 14. Hello everyone and welcome to today's vlog. As you can tell, we have a new background. We're starting the vlog in Whistler. We arrived late last night and then we kind of just rushed and went and had some dinner. So I'll insert some of the footage from last night of us having dinner, but we went to one of our favorite restaurants here, 𝐂𝐻𝐈𝐊𝐿𝐵.
So good.
That is incredible. And you can look up this recipe. The food is always really good, and oh my gosh, we had the most incredible drinks I've ever had, so I'm gonna try to go recreate them when I get back home. It was made with limoncello, cream, and what was the other one? Alcohol 46?
I forgot. It looked like a mini pina colada that tasted like a creamy limoncello.
It was so good. She's like, it's more like a dessert, and I totally agree with that, except that 2 knocked you flat on your butt because they were very strong.
Yeah.
So when you can't taste the alcohol and it's all alcohol,
You just keep drinking.
that was where we ended the drinking. And then we got some dessert to go home. We always get the Budino, I think it's called. It's a salted caramel custard type dessert with this like crackly, sugary crust thing on top. If you end up ever visiting Whistler and you want a really good dessert, I would even just go there for like a cocktail and the dessert because it's just so good. So we haven't even eaten lunch yet and it's like after 2 o'clock. We spent most of the day in the hotel. I was working a little bit today, which I wanted to avoid. We're gonna go, where is it?
Either here in the hotel they have a restaurant in the Four Seasons here, or the Fairmont is right next to us, and they also have like a really nice bar and restaurant.
Yeah, we initially didn't want to go to the Fairmont because they don't have fireplaces in the room, but when we went to the lobby in the Fairmont, it is so festive and Christmassy in there. I was mad at myself for not like doing a little bit more research because I wish we had stayed at the Fairmont. It's just so festive. Here at the Four Seasons, there's one Christmas tree.
But it's beautiful though.
It is very beautiful. The rooms are gorgeous. We ended up upgrading to the deluxe executive or something
like that.
So there's a lot of space, but I wouldn't have felt the need to upgrade because all the rooms have a fireplace anyways. But we did end up upgrading because I wanted mountain view and our room did not have mountain view. So I was like,
today it's so foggy.
Yeah, you can't even see the mountain. So we will show you a little room tour after. We're going to the Fairmont Chateau later for this, what is it? It's like a chalet.
Yeah, separate from the hotel, actually in the woods. Really cozy.
And you go there and you can have fondue, get more like the Swiss kind of European style experience. We're gonna head out and grab something to eat because neither of us have eaten yet.
Yeah, but are we gonna start our day with chocolate?
Oh, I forgot. We haven't done our advent calendar in a few days because we do it on camera now. In the past, Sebastian used to complain about how he said no one would enjoy that footage, but every time I don't include the footage of the advent opening, people ask me where the footage of the advent opening is. So now we include it in all the vlogs. 1 second. Which days? Should we just work our way back? We start with today and then do 13 and then I think we stopped at 10. So we have 11, 12, 13, 14. Does that make sense? Should we start at 11? We'll start at 11 and then see where we... Okay. We have to also make a note because I don't have my paper here.
And go. 11?
11. I found it! I found it!
What is it? Oh, I found it.
Don't look at... Stop looking at the calendar.
I'm not looking
You're looking at the calendar. It's a chocolate bar. Yes.
What are we looking for now?
12. You didn't even say anything. You're cheating.
Oh, I found it.
Damn it. Stop looking at the calendar.
Okay.
Still can't see it.
Still can't see it.
What the hell is it? I found it.
What's our window for?
13. 1, 2, 3. You cheated the last time though. I found it! I found it!
Found it.
I found it! Wow, these are really good treats. I don't even think I can finish them all right now.
Now we're looking for 14.
Yeah.
And go.
Found it!
Whoa, cheater. How did you find it so quickly?
Because I looked at it the first second I looked.
Wow. Can't believe you. 3?
I got 3 and you got 1.
Wow.
Welcome to my Whistler room tour. First thing we have here is we have a little storage closet. It's nice for coats. And then off of there we have an extra bathroom with shower. It's a little tight in here. There's a toilet on this side, which is not that interesting. I really love all of the wood in these rooms. I feel like the trim just really like makes you feel more like you're in the cabin. It's very much that cozy cabin vibe while being at a hotel, obviously. And here is the living room area. They have a little bar area here where you can make your morning coffee. They have a couple bottles of wine up there. And then there's just a fridge down here. A little mini fridge. Nothing interesting in there. It doesn't come stocked or anything. And then this is the seating area. There's a table here. We have this beautiful fireplace. Love all of this wood again. And then off of here, we have a little balcony. Ooh, chilly. And here is where the magic happens. You take a look down from the balcony, and how cute and adorable is this whole little courtyard area. And then over here we have the living room TV, a little lamp, but I thought it was interesting that they have these HDMI ports like sticking out from the TV, because I feel like a lot of people come to these hotels and plug in their own like Fire TV sticks, or Chromecast, or in our case we brought Roku, but we couldn't figure out how to get it working. It wasn't that useful. Here is the bedroom area. Large beautiful bed and nice little ottoman at the end, like a seating bench. There's another TV in here. This is what we were not able to figure out. We had it plugged in, but couldn't figure out how to actually get to the HDMI settings, so we'll try again tonight, see if we can get a Christmas movie going. A large window, again, where we can see the really cute courtyard area. And unfortunately, it was so foggy today, we were not able to see the mountains, but you can see a little bit of the mountains over in the distance that way. So that's the bedroom area. And then over here, we have a very large closet, which is nice, some additional pillows. We have our coats hanging up and our suitcases in there, our luggage in there. And then I don't really understand what this is for. Maybe this is where you would put your luggage. I have no idea, because there's like no shelves or anything. And then we have this really beautiful large bathroom and another shower here, which is great. So there's 2 showers in this suite, and then there's a separate bathtub. I did bring some Lush bath products, so maybe I will take a nice bath after. Have nice double sinks. And then another washroom. And I can't figure out what this is. This to me seems like somewhere where you would maybe put your perfumes or some like toiletries and display them for people who are super fancy. It's not me. And that is our executive or deluxe or whatever it's called suite room tour.
Very sweet.
Yeah, it's very sweet. I'm surprised you said that.
I know, usually nothing is too sweet for me.
No.
How is it?
Steak, but delicious. So it's the next day now. We're just driving around some of the neighborhoods, which is one of our favorite activities to do when we come to Whistler. We just like to fantasize, imagining if one day we could possibly have like a vacation home here or something.
But also look at the view. I mean, look at the houses. Look at the view over there. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's so beautiful.
Yeah, it's not just a normal cruise. It's just like, look at the snow, look at the mountains.
Look at the snow.
The snow.
Our windows really need to be cleaned. So yeah, we're just admiring all of these beautiful houses. And also I think what I love so much about the houses here is that they're all like what you imagine the houses would look like in a ski resort slash village. So there's lots of exposed wood, lots of brick. Just the architecture in general is, I don't know, giving all of the ski village vibes.
So I'm just driving through the neighborhoods here really slowly, and I have Waze on just so that I can see where I'm at, but it also looks at how quickly I can drive down the road. And apparently now, because I'm cruising really slowly, enjoy the view and the houses.
Enjoying the view, yeah.
It basically thinks that the traffic is so bad here because I'm driving so slowly, so it's warning other people that the traffic is too slow. Don't come here.
That's so funny.
It's typical, like that's how most houses look like.
Yeah. And the funny thing is the ones that we just showed you are not even like the spectacular ones. Some of these houses are just absolutely incredible. So we're just driving around for a little bit, then we're going to go grab some lunch. I think we're gonna go to one of our favorite little cute restaurants called 𝐂𝐈𝐊𝐄. And we usually do fondue there. I don't know if we'll do fondue today because we had fondue last night, but maybe, we'll see, depending on how we feel. It's our last day here today. We were thinking of maybe staying an extra day or two, but it's a little bit disappointing this year because it's been raining a lot, so we haven't spent much time outside. This El Nino is really ruining the winter weather here. Usually this time of year it's a lot snowier and it's so much more cozy to be able to like walk around and it's snowing, but this year it's more like you're walking around and it's raining. So it's not the same experience as usual.
On this cold December day, we are on our merry way, riding along, just singing a song, barreling through the snow. Bells are jingling, snowflakes.
This is so good.
I love how we're starting the day with.
You love how we're starting the day with mulled wine?
Yeah.
It's cozy. Warm ourselves up before our trek to the village.
The work to be done on my Christmas run is the most tired.
So fresh, perfectly cooked, so good.
Rudolph, my dear, 8 pair of antlers, onwards ever go.
No. We have to stir. Can I add more salt? Please?
No. Add salt for a 4th time.
How is the salt level?
It seems higher than normal.
You mean it tastes properly seasoned? No. I feel like I thought... Spill that on you? I'm really bad at this.
A pair of antennas, onwards ever go. Dasher and Prancer, moving through the snow on this cold December day.
So we are back from Whistler and we're going to make a festive cocktail. Tonight we're going to make a candy cane martini. This one calls for vanilla vodka, but I don't have vanilla vodka and I don't really like vanilla vodka. So I'm just gonna have like a little bit of real vanilla. Then I'm gonna use, we don't have, this is just a summary of all the things we don't have that we're going to be substituting apparently. We don't have white chocolate liqueur. I don't know where you find white chocolate liqueur in Canada, but I couldn't find it anywhere. So we're using McGuinness creme de cacao chocolate flavored liqueur, which is probably better for me anyway since I don't like white chocolate. And then you're supposed to use peppermint schnapps, which we were able to find. This is McGuinness peppermint schnapps. And then what else? Oh, the vodka. We need half and half, but I don't have that, so I'm gonna use milk with whipping cream. Where's the vodka?
In the freezer.
Okay. Oh, we need some candy canes and we also need some corn syrup. All right, so we are gonna get ready to film this montage. Okay, taste test. These actually look so cute.
Looks so beautiful.
They're so beautiful. Like this is like if you have like a party and you want to host people, I would do something like this because it's so pretty. All right, Santé.
How do you do this even, like without Santé? Mmm.
It tastes like
Creamy.
chocolate. It tastes like an ovation. Do you remember ovations?
No.
Do you
got some peppermint there.
Do you know After 8?
Yeah.
Like After 8.
Mm-hmm.
I would call it an After 8 martini.
Yeah.
It very much tastes like an After 8
martini, yeah.
It doesn't taste like candy canes to me. It tastes because of the chocolate, obviously. All right, before you finish the whole thing, let's go over and sit down. We thought that we would do a little fun Q&A where ChatGPT asks us holiday-related questions. And I only read one so far, but it was actually a good question and I thought it was like interesting. So we're gonna sip on our cocktails and it should last the entire length of the segment.
But the last part, I'm not sure.
Okay, first question. If you could be any character from a Christmas movie, who would you be and why? That's a good question, right?
Wow.
Feels like an important answer and I don't want to get it wrong. Who would you be?
I know, I was still thinking about it.
You're gonna finish that before the first question is over. I know who I would be.
Cool.
Cameron Diaz in The Holiday, because that way I would get to be with Jude Law.
Oh.
I would always choose you, but like if I had to be it.
So mine is so difficult now. Obviously, I would want to be Jude Law in The Holiday.
Final answer?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, my answer would have actually been like more like
Kevin McAllister in Home Alone 2.
Yeah, because he had so much fun.
Yeah, but also because you got to stay in the freaking plaza. That was my initial thought. I was like, I want to be in the plaza.
And he spent like $950 on like
ice cream
on room service.
That is 100% who you'd want to be then.
Yeah.
It was like $900 on literally like ice cream Sundays. That would be like your dream come true. Okay. What's the weirdest gift you've ever received for Christmas? I feel like I already know the answer to this.
Which one?
Was it a Zen garden? Did I get a
Yeah,
Zen
yeah,
garden?
you gave me this like Zen garden. I was like, yeah, and there's so many pieces, and then I was like, I kept putting it together. I was like, what now? And then you're like, yeah, and then you do this. I was like, why would I do that? Like, I have no time.
The weirdest gift you've gotten me for Christmas? Well, there was one year where, I mean, it's not the weirdest, but the theme of Christmas was scarves from 𝐒𝐈𝐊𝐄.
Oh.
Where you got me like 6 different scarves for Christmas.
Because you said you wanted scarves from 𝐒𝐈𝐊𝐄.
Yeah, but I didn't want like 6. And that was literally like what you got me. Was the whole year was just scarves. Which Christmas song describes your relationship best?
Baby, it's cold outside.
For me, it's Santa Baby, because all you do is ask me for the most ridiculously expensive but also stupid gift ideas. What did you say the other day? A boat. You asked me for a sailboat. Yeah, I could really go for a sailboat. And I was like, I'm not going to get you a sailboat. Or he asked me for a hot tub. He has no issue asking for the most extravagant gifts. I'm like, I'm not going to get you a hot tub.
Everyone always says dream big.
Dream big. Okay, so now why is
and
it...
you always ask me like, if you could...
Have anything?
If you could have anything.
Yeah, I know, but like within reason.
You didn't say that.
I think that most people would assume that it's within reason. You were supposed to make this
we were
last.
brainstorming.
So then tell me why Baby It's Cold Outside is yours. Because you're a predator? Is that what you're trying to say? Was it a joke?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm actually sad though, because I love that song and I hate that it got cancelled. What's your most memorable Christmas disaster?
It wasn't a disaster, but it was kind of funny in a way that we both got each other the same thing.
Last year?
Yeah, we both got each other those
shared.
like Apple monitors.
Okay, we never actually shared last year's vlog. I haven't had a chance to finish editing it because it is a monster of a vlog. 6.5 hours of footage.
Yeah.
Got most of it cut down, but let's see if I can get it up before Christmas. I guess it'll take a miracle. But
we had no idea. And there was
year-
no conversation that was kind of like even close to those gifts. And for some reason, we both gave each other those.
the exact same thing.
Yeah,
But let me
Apple
just add a little
monitors.
bit of context here. So every year Sebastian asks me for a monitor, and I just think it's such a boring gift. I'm like, why would someone ask for a computer monitor? But then last year I didn't have a lot of ideas, and I was like, screw it, I'm gonna go with the monitor. And then Christmas comes around and I see 2 very similarly sized boxes, and I was like, there's no way he bought me that, because I've never asked for it. And also every time he asked me for it, I told him what a boring gift it was. So there was no way, of all the things I would want, that he would buy me an Apple monitor. I think you did yours first, and then your face kind of gave it away, I think. I don't remember. But anyways, when I opened mine, I was like, wow, what do you know? An Apple monitor. We both gave each other the exact same thing. That was kind of a disaster. Also because I did not want the Apple monitor. I'm glad I got it now, because for like meetings and stuff, and also when I have a lot of work to do and I have to have multiple things open. But at the time I was not that thrilled. I was like, I could have had a million other things I would have been more excited about. It's practical. My biggest Christmas disaster was... I don't know, I usually try to be good at Christmas. I try to make sure that I don't have any disasters. Mine might be a boring answer, like forgetting to buy a turkey tray or something. But
Nothing really bad happened so far, huh?
don't jinx it, there's always chance. Don't jinx it.
Try to answer the question.
I know the biggest Christmas disaster. 2020, when we did Vlogmas every day, we didn't even celebrate Christmas on Christmas because I prioritized getting the vlog up. So we made dinner, which you mostly did, while I edited the previous day's vlog, and then we ended up celebrating or opening our gifts on the 26th.
Yeah.
That was the biggest disaster.
Yeah.
What's the funniest thing that happened during a past Christmas dinner? I can think of one. I can think of a couple.
I mean, in terms of like funny, I know that one time your like uncle was here.
That's what I was gonna say.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead.
And then everything is funny because everything he says is so funny.
I'll name something. Yeah, he is very extra person. He's one of those people that's like funniest without trying, where he says the most inappropriate things, like the inappropriate uncle. At Christmas dinner in front of his mother, his like nearly 80-year-old mother, he's talking about the intimate encounters he's experienced with women in front of my grandmother, who, God bless her soul, just stayed calm and was probably absolutely humiliated and so embarrassed. I know my mom was so embarrassed, but everyone else that was around was dying, and he was saying it in absolute sincerity and genuinely, just there was no level of shame.
Lots of details.
Lots of details.
Christmas dinner.
At Christmas dinner. And you know what? The funny thing is he didn't even have a drink. He didn't need a drink to go that far with the details. But we were all absolutely howling in disbelief about the things that was coming out of his mouth. Which holiday movie do you secretly dislike but everyone else loves? I can think of a couple, I think.
I don't know if everyone loves it, but there's this holiday movie that we started.
We didn't finish it, so we can't really say, but we started
What's it
it.
called?
The Family Stone.
I didn't like it at all.
It was very... Yeah, first of all, we didn't get through it because the characters were unlikable. No one was likable.
It was very negative. No fun, no joy.
It had the best cast, like star-studded cast. But what I also didn't like was that they bring up, I mean, and it's realistic, but when I watch Christmas movies, I don't want to watch sad stories. But for me, I love it now, but I never used to like Love Actually. I used to hate Love Actually.
Oh, really? Why?
I don't know. I never connected with it. I never felt like it felt Christmassy. Now I think it's one of those things like it grows on you, an acquired taste maybe. For me anyways. I don't think I like any of the because I watched them when I was very young and I don't remember them, but the Chevy Chase, the whole Family Vacation, I think it's like a series. I just don't like his acting. Are you trying to drink my drink?
No.
No? I mean, you were supposed to make that last, but...
I've never watched those.
Oh, okay. Here's another one that's Home Alone. I love Home Alone. I loved it my whole life. I watched it every year. But I just think Kevin McAllister is a brat. So we're not including this. That's like that's blasphemy. Okay, that's we don't include. Yeah, I think that's a good enough answer. We're not including the real answer. Just kidding. We're not.
I'm gonna edit.
Share a funny childhood belief you had about Christmas or Santa.
Well, when we celebrated Christmas and we do it on the evening of the 24th, basically, not in the morning. My mom used to ring this bell. So we had dinner, then we went into our rooms. And then we waited for the bell. And when the bell rang, we came out of our rooms and there were the gifts, basically.
Can I just ask a question?
Yeah.
Were there never gifts under the tree before this point? They were only brought out? Oh, so it was empty. And then you got all the gifts?
Yeah.
So, but before that, there was nothing under there? Like, it wasn't like there was one gift that... Okay.
No.
Go ahead.
So, and then my mom basically said, oh, the Christ child, whatever... brought gifts, and we're like, oh yeah, and we kind of knew, obviously it was like my mom.
You knew? How old did you find out?
I don't know, I don't remember, but it was kind of like this thing where and then we never really questioned things, but there were always these like overlapping things as a kid where you kind of felt like it was your mom, because there's literally no time for anyone to come and do the gift thing. And then at the same time she said, oh look what the Christ child brought you. And like, oh my god, great. And then at the same time there are stories of Santa Claus, and then you kind of...
Wait, you had Santa Claus and the baby?
No, but we knew of Santa Claus, and then you kind of like, you're wondering, okay, so it's like...
There's two?
Yeah.
Okay.
So do they coordinate things together, or like? But at the same time, we're so like excited about the gifts. So in those moments, then you don't question it too much.
I believed in Santa until I was 10, until our teacher like told us all that we're dumb if we believe in Santa.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. I won most gullible. Remember, as a child, like your parents usually go through a lot of effort to make it seem real. So I think I would have maybe guessed earlier if it was like a baby delivering my gifts, and that there was, you know, and that the bell was signaling the baby is done. But I did believe in Santa for a long time. What was the question though? Oh, share a funny childhood belief you had about Christmas or Santa. Well, I 100% believed he was real.
Why don't you close your eyes and think about it for a little bit?
No. Well, okay, this is actually sad. I don't know if I
No,
want to say
no,
this.
sad.
Okay, I'm going to tell it anyway. My aunt, she was ill and she was dying, and she knew she was dying, and she said that her one wish for me, which is also why I believed for so long, was that I never stopped believing in Santa and the magic of Christmas.
That is so sad.
Yeah, she was my dad's younger sister.
Maybe next question.
Oh, I love how it says share a funny childhood belief. I'm so sorry.
Very funny.
Which Christmas song do you think you could perform the best in a karaoke battle? I know which one you could do.
Which one?
The one that you sing all the time. Oh, Tannenbaum. Oh, Tannenbaum.
German songs? Okay.
No, you sing the Oh Christmas Tree.
Tannenbaum, oh Tannenbaum.
What's the next word? You sing them all the time.
No, I'm
Sing
too
it.
shy.
I would probably like, maybe like the Christmas song, or maybe like an Ariana Grande Christmas song. What's the weirdest Christmas tradition you've ever heard of?
I know that in like a part of Germany where I was born in but didn't grow up in, they have this tradition where they go from like house to house, and then those are the 3 holy saints also. And
That's
then,
amazing.
Yeah, and then they draw something on the door or kind of like something
That's
like
an
a date,
unusual
whatever.
tradition.
Yeah, and I never really, I have to look
need
this
to
up.
look
I don't
this
know what
up.
it was, but I was like the first time I heard this, like, why are they doing
That's
this?
so cool.
Or like this whole thing of like sometimes in certain parts, I think they take it more serious with like, what do you call him again?
Krampus?
Krampus, yeah, with Krampus. So like sometimes it's a little bit more serious in
What
certain
do they
areas.
do?
Like, I don't know what they do.
No,
but
tell
it's-
me the story.
No,
Me
it's
too.
just like I remember that sometimes more serious with like.
We have to say who Krampus is.
Okay,
We
Krampus.
should watch it actually. After.
Krampus is kind of like the villain of Christmas.
Like
So
a
it's
monster,
not just like,
like
the
a
Grinch.
demon.
The Grinch doesn't like Christmas, but Krampus is the
Like a
devil of
demon.
Christmas. Yeah.
They made a
So,
horror movie about it. That's very
So
interesting.
Krampus comes after everyone who's not been nice.
If I had have learned this as a child,
Yeah.
I would have
And
been
he
good
comes
all
and he
year
takes
long.
you, and it's like very cruel. And
But did you believe in Krampus when you were a kid?
no,
Oh.
where I grew up, it wasn't like that big of like a story, more like something you were familiar with. But then there's certain areas where
They
it's
like
more
take
like
it really seriously.
yeah.
Talk about leading with the stick. Mine can't compete, I guess. I've lost my train of thought. That really like overwhelmed me. What was my thing? Damn. Okay, let me just think. Okay, this is not a weird one. This is one though. So apparently in Iceland. Why are you laughing? Because you're trying to just drink the rest of nothing
No, but
there?
also because the question was like.
I know. I'm turning it around for a second here. We're going to make it a little bit more positive. So there's a tradition in Iceland that on Christmas Eve, you give each other is books and chocolates.
Oh,
And
wow.
the goal is to spend time around the fire, reading your books and eating your chocolates,
That
which
sounds
sounds so
great.
pleasant. And
Yeah.
and so the reason why this is a tradition is apparently it started around World War II when one of the only commodities that wasn't rationed was paper. So people would give each other, which is sad, but like also so special because I personally love getting books for Christmas. I love it. Yeah, so I think that's a really special tradition, but not a weird one. Yours definitely made up for mine. Last question.
Yeah.
Share your most memorable Christmas Eve ever.
I think that's all the ones from my childhood, basically. I think what was really memorable is like we went to Denmark to something that they call Center Park, where they basically have this like dome, and within this dome they have this like this pool and a lot of like it's like going on a like tropical vacation, but it's inside this dome. And
Tropical vacation at
yeah.
Christmas? You
and
lost
then around
me.
it, and then around it are these little like cabins basically where people are staying. That's kind of cool because
Cabins, that's
yeah, because it's like it's very cold basically. It's wintry, but then you could go inside, and you could go for a swim, and it's warm, and you have fun in there. And then you go like, and then outside of it, it's very like Christmassy and wintry, and you got to enjoy both. And then within those cabins, we celebrated Christmas. We had a little bit
That's
of a
so
Christmas
cute,
tree.
the cabin.
Yeah, it was very cozy.
That
like
sounds
with the
so
family
cozy.
to rent like a
Except
little
for
cabin.
the like tropical part, but like the other stuff sounds very cozy. Christmas Eve for me, I think I don't have like one specific one that I can think of that's most memorable. That was the last question. ChatGPT coming through with like a Q&A.
That's a good question.
I think it's actually a fun thing to do. You should like maybe go in ChatGPT, ask it to come up with a bunch of questions for you and give whatever prompt you want. And then ask the questions. Don't read them in advance, but like ask them while having like drinks. Maybe ask to like make them a little bit naughtier or more embarrassing. If you have like friends or something coming over, I think that'd be really fun. I could have prompted it a little bit better if I wanted it to be embarrassing, but I wasn't ready to go there. So anyways, that's going to be it for the vlog. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure to give it a thumbs up and we will see you all in the next one. Bye.
Bye.
Merry Christmas.